I'm at Oulton Park Racing Circuit in my 981 Porsche Cayman GTS. I've been here only once before, and that was a disaster because at the beginning of the day someone laid down a significant amount of oil around much of the circuit, and there was a storm, so it was just slow and scary. It looks like it's about to start raining now. I've only been out there once and it was good. So I don't think I'm going to be brilliant because this is only going to be my second time in the dry at Oulton Park, and I can't remember it from last time. I couldn't even remember how to access the circuit. I was driving around the paddock trying to look how to get in. If you want to know, if you're facing the pits when you're in the paddock, it's to the far right through a little gate with some fences. Anyway, before it starts raining, I'm going to show you the circuit in this car. So just warmed up the tyres and brakes. Here we go. Braking, first right hander, third gear. Turning in, clipping the inside, powering onto the outside. I'm not really feeling the understeer in this car on this circuit, unlike Anglesey, and I think that's because I'm very much used to Anglesey, so I'm much better at the circuit, and I'm pushing the car here. I don't think I'm pushing the car. There's a lot more that this car can give. Is this car going to let me pass? Yes, he is. Here it looks like you need a brake, but you don't until after the crest. It's a bit scary because you can't see beyond the crest of the hill, but there is a straight after it. You brake shortly after that, and then on this right hander, this like hairpin is so banked, you can carry so much more speed than you think you can. And then run onto the outside, and here I sort of get to a speed and sort of stay that speed and gradually slow down before braking in a straight line into second, cutting this corner, then looking across the right corner, right up to that building to try and take it as straight as I possibly can, feeling a little tiny whisker of oversteer there. I can't see the rev counter because the camera's in the way. Braking in a straight line very hard. Third, second, cut this corner, and this one, oh, not quite cutting, just missed it actually. Little dab of brake there, just to turn in and run to the outside. I'm not sure if you have to brake there, but I am at the moment because I'm not that confident. Full throttle up here, and then braking a bit here. Some people don't brake there, but I just feel like I'm carrying too much speed. Down into third. I don't get this right apex, it just messes me up for this next bit. I find it's better to stay wide, take that apex just did on the right, and then this apex on the left. But at the moment, obviously, I can't give throttle because of the vehicles in front of me, and I've got a Fiesta very, very close behind me. So I'll just wait for this corner and then go around this GT4. So I'm assuming he's cooling down. Yep, he is. And I'll let these cars behind me pass who are weaving about all over the place, getting aggressive. Go on, you can go. I was just trying to overtake safely. And this BMW staying very much to the right there. I'll just go around the outside of them because they are going so slowly. Should I? Yeah, it looks like it. I'll go. Very cautious to pass on or near a bend. Anyway, this one braking in a straight line down to third, looking right across the bend, going to the inside apex, powering on to the outside, and it's sort of the camber there. Just as you go for that right apex, the camber sort of does that, and it's quite scary. I lifted there a little bit because I can't see, but you don't have to lift. I just haven't got the confidence to stay on the throttle there. At the limit, getting near the limit of grip there. Down into third, you can feel the car sort of sliding gradually towards the grass, probably going a little bit too quick. Into the outside, and I feel about as fast as I can handle on these Michelin PS4S tyres. They are a road bias tyre that is capable on track. If I had some Cup 2s, some proper track tyres, I'm sure I could go faster. But it's going to rain soon, and that's when I'm going to like these tyres. When it starts, brake, Richard, brake. When it starts braking, when it starts raining, hey, yeah, that's when these tyres are really going to show their talent. Hey, I feel it. I can hear the tyres are squealing around onto the outside. Can I stay full throttle over the crest of this hill? No lights are on. Hey, braking a bit here just so I can keep it to the left. Braking a little bit more. not hitting that right apex. Maybe I might later, but at the moment I don't feel it's helping. Into the inside and outside again, onto the outside there. This car and this circuit, it's like ham and cheese. They were meant for each other in these conditions. I don't know what it's going to be like in the wet, but I do remember the first time I was here in my MX-5. As much as I love the MX-5 and I still miss it, with the oil on the circuit and the storm and the wet weather, I was just driving around here like I was on a country road. I wasn't able to go very fast at all. Maybe second here, what do you think? Second gear, I'm doing 4.5, but yep, get the outside, don't go too far. 4.5, maybe nearly 5,000 revs. I think third's better. Dab a brake here, just to keep me to the right, like that. Then I can get on the brakes again, down to third. And this bend's weird because it's kind of like a negative adverse camber all the way around, and it suddenly goes to a much bigger adverse camber, so like the road slopes away from you. It's a negative bank, which keep your foot on, Richard, keep your foot on. Now brake. Find it very hard to stay on the throttle there when you can't see very far ahead. Yeah, so I was talking about that adverse camber. It makes it feel like a fairground. This is like a proper roller coaster of a circuit, a bit like Cadwell Park. Cadwell Park is one of my favourite circuits. It is a bit scary though, because there's not much runoff, and there are trees, although the trees are on the other side of the barrier. Well, that's what you get with a park circuit. Cadwell Park, Oulton Park, it's a park, lots of trees, very pretty, but you can hurt yourself. If you were to lose it here, it's not going to be like losing it at Bedford Autodrome. You might hit something quite hard, but the trees are on the other side of the barriers, so hopefully you don't go over or through the barriers. Full throttle through this bit makes me and brake. Keep it on the inside. Brake. Should I hit this apex? Let's try. Get near that. No, you see, they're just keeping me slower. Now I'm going too much towards the outside. Yeah, I don't like that. It just sets the corner up badly to go in that early. I'm not sure why that's there. And then harsh on the brake. Peel off the brake as I enter. Almost clip this apex. Bit bumpy that one, don't really lie. I did clip it a bit. And I can power onto the outside and stay left. All the way through here. I lifted a bit because I saw a yellow light. I thought there was a yellow flag, but it wasn't. It was just a light on a building over there. And then brake in a straight line. But usually on that bend back there, you would stay full throttle and just stay on the inside. But anyway, this is Cayman GTS, Oulton Park. My second go out here, second little session. How many miles I've done? I'm not sure. Haven't got it on the right screen. Can I get the right screen up? Obviously going a bit slower through here now as I'm doing the screen. Can you see that? That's how many miles I've done. 49 miles. 10 miles a gallon, no, that's lying. 10 miles a gallon is the minimum it can display. There we go, I stayed full there. Ooh, it's sort of a bit bumpy there, and that means that when you're braking hard, it's not bumpy, it's sort of like up and down. So you can feel as the tyres go lighter and then harder into the tarmac as you go over the bumps, the braking does come away a little bit. So that's going to take some practice, the braking there. Try a little bit faster around it this time. And then hard on the brake. Oh yeah, I think that's better. Looking at the building up there, try and straight line it all. And yes, what a circuit. What a car. Fantastic. I've already mentioned Michelin PS4S tyres, and I've got Ferodo. What have I got? I can't remember what they're called now. DS 3.12 brakes with Brembo discs that don't have holes in them. I think they're called TY3 discs. They're absolutely fantastic. Full throttle! Oh, brake! Keep it on the inside. This time I'm not going on the inside. I'm not going near that apex. Down to third, stay wide, aim for the next apex. That's better. Now I've got a much straighter line to that outside. Yes, not grass, stay on the road. And that's it. I think I'll cool down and come in before I get too excited. Oh, another thing, I do like this flappy paddle gearbox. I'm going to stay full here now, full throttle. Yeah, that's exciting. I do really like this flappy paddle gearbox on circuit. I'm not such a fan on the road. Takes away some of the fun on the road. But there is one thing that is harder: knowing which gear I'm in. Because it's just like, I'm not knowing where I'm putting my hand, I'm just kind of trying to remember and count. I don't really like looking down to see what gear I'm in when I'm braking hard towards a bend. It says on the dashboard, but that's not where I'm looking. But after a few laps I get used to it. Every so often now I do find myself in the wrong gear. He's seen me. I had a car who I thought was letting me past here earlier, and then they turned in on me. That was a bit scary. Need to be a bit more careful passing people, because I genuinely thought he was letting me go. He wasn't signalling, but a lot of people don't. Need to wait for the signal, I think, next time. This is why I think I should only overtake if the vehicle ahead is signalling to let me do so. The vehicle up ahead looks slow and they stay to the right, so I think I'll go past them. Lots of smoke comes out the back, so I press the reset button. I start to lose confidence in their position and start to slow, then both feet on the brake because I was worried they were going to hit me. I was fully prepared to go on the grass if I needed to. I was about to, but fortunately they noticed me just in time, so I could stay on the tarmac. I only realised I used both feet on the brake when I watched this back. I think it's safe to say I was a little bit panicked. This is why, even though not everybody signals to let me pass, I probably should only pass the vehicles that are signalling to let me pass, because the risk is just not worth it. I now know why Oulton Park is one of the more expensive track days. It's because it's one of the best experiences you can have in your car, on track, in this country. And paired with this Cayman GTS, it's exciting. And I'm actually preferring this Cayman in the winter. And that doesn't surprise me, because it is my 4th mid-engined car. And all of those cars seem to impress me more in the winter. They seem to lose out in the winter less than other cars. I think it's the balance. And I'm not suffering with the understeer. I think the understeer I had in the summer is partly down to the fact I've got Michelin PS4S tyres, and I think the way I was driving it in the summer, I was overheating them and I probably needed cup 2s. But in these cooler conditions, and especially when it's wet, they are astonishing. The grip they find surprises me. More grip than I dare use. And on the road, this car is great as well in the winter. It's comfy and cozy, and that's really what I need. I drive around the country to different circuits, and I drive on the circuits. That's one of my hobbies. It's what I enjoy doing. And these circuits are often very far away. Today I got up at 4 in the morning and drove 4.5 hours to get here, and this car was stable on the motorway, powerful heater, it's really cold outside, a good cruiser, it goes in a straight line. Heated seats, comfortable seats, and then I get here and then it can go around the circuit as well. Fantastic. I'm thoroughly enjoying this car, and I've got the added security of this hardtop. I do miss the MX-5 though. I miss how it rolls through the bends and how it's more likely to slide through the bends. I have enough skill in the MX-5 to get it on the limits of traction and get it sort of sliding through the bends more. In this car is sort of better than I am. The MX-5 I'm sure is better than I am as well, but this car is a league above. So to get the most out of this car, I have to be a better driver. But maybe with practice, I might be able to start doing that, just getting it on the edge of traction a bit more through those bends. That's where the fun really is. If you found the video interesting, please give it the thumbs up. Subscribe to get my future videos. And until the next one, cheerio.